When my wife, Sarah, told me she was going away for a week-long trip with her best friend, Laura, I didn't think twice about it. The two had been inseparable since their college days, and I had even met Laura's husband, Mark, a handful of times. We weren't close, but our interactions were polite enough. Sarah explained it was just a girl's getaway, a chance to relax and escape the pressure of work. I trusted her fully, so I had no reason to question it. That week felt long without her. I missed her presence, though we spoke each evening on video calls. She appeared cheerful, refreshed, and often mentioned how Laura was encouraging her to loosen up and have fun. Still, I noticed she rarely shared specific details about what they were actually doing. I didn't press her, assuming it was just part of unwinding. When she finally returned home, something about her felt different. She was unusually quiet, avoiding my eyes as though she carried an invisible weight. I chalked it up to post-vacation fatigue and let it go. A month later, Sarah sat me down with trembling hands and watery eyes. She told me she was pregnant. For a moment, joy surged through me. We had been trying for a baby for some time, and I thought our dream had finally come true. But she didn't smile. Her face only filled with guilt, and in a broken whisper she admitted, "It's not yours." The air was sucked out of the room. My chest tightened, and the ground felt as though it had collapsed beneath me. I struggled to breathe, let alone speak. When I finally managed words, I asked whose child it was. She broke down and confessed, "It's Mark's, Laura's husband." I sat frozen, disbelief coursing through me. She explained that during the trip, Laura had left unexpectedly for 2 days to deal with a family emergency. Mark had shown up to keep Sarah company, and one night, after too many drinks, they crossed a line they couldn't take back. Listening to her rationalization made me sick. She claimed it was a single mistake, something she regretted deeply, but none of that changed the reality. She had betrayed me, her best friend, and destroyed 2 marriages in one reckless night. The thought of Laura's reaction tore at me. I asked if she had told her yet, but Sarah admitted she hadn't. She was terrified her lifelong friendship would crumble and Mark's marriage would collapse. In my mind, I thought, they deserve the truth. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, images of Sarah and Mark together haunted me. I thought about the countless nights I trusted her, the future we had planned, the child we longed for. Now, that dream was shattered. The next day, I took it upon myself to call Laura. She sounded puzzled at first, but I told her she needed to hear something serious. When I revealed Sarah's confession, the line went silent. Then Laura's shaky voice asked, "Are you sure?" I told her I had heard it directly from Sarah. Seconds later, I heard her break down in sobs, followed by shouting in the background. She was confronting Mark, before the call abruptly ended. When Sarah discovered I had told Laura, she looked at me in shock, her face twisted with fear and anger. "How could you do that?" she demanded. I let out a bitter laugh and replied, "How could you do what you did to me?" She had no answer. The aftermath was brutal. Laura threw Mark out of their home. She messaged me later, thanking me for being honest, though she admitted she was devastated. Mark tried calling me, likely to explain or apologize, but I blocked him instantly. Sarah, meanwhile, cried constantly, begging me to forgive her and raise the baby together. But I couldn't. Every time I looked at her, I saw betrayal. The child would forever be a reminder of the night she destroyed our marriage. I told her I wanted a divorce. She accused me of abandoning her in her lowest moment, but I reminded her she had abandoned us first. Within a month, I moved out. I left her the house. I didn't want to hold on to anything tainted with her betrayal. Laura and I stayed in touch for a while, bonded by our shared pain, but eventually our conversations faded as we each tried to heal from the wounds we never asked for. Even now, I sometimes think about how fragile trust can be. Just one trip, one night, one reckless choice, and everything I thought I knew about my life was gone. Sarah had chosen her path with Mark, and now she has to live with it alone. I may have lost my marriage, but I kept my dignity. That, at least, is something she can never take from me.